And which one is the pointer? I did. Professor Fung is not here, so I am presenting his data. And there is lots of interest in Chinese government to study their traditional medicine. And when we have presented some papers with nanowire delivery, then this is a large program of Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of China, to produce clinical studies using many Chinese traditional medicine. Here I am presenting this DL-NBP, and this is Dr. Fung. He is in Zhejiang, and we have collaborators from different parts of the world. And of course, we will say it's one of the important parts. Nothing Gurasan is here, and I am from Uppsala University. Okay, I tried. Okay, the views here, these are my personal, it has nothing to do with any government agencies. This is Dr. Fung, my colleague, and this is International Bethune Peace Hospital, which is Beijing. Traumatic brain injury is well known to you. This is a big problem, and still we do not have any real cure by any kind of medicine. So it's the point that we should try anything that can work, or at least stop the pathogenesis of closed head injury. So since after working with National Innovation Summit and US government, we are also working in some aspects of US military, and we know that this is a problem in all over the world, and any kind of traumatic injury is very difficult. We have functional, pathological, and many other changes. This is well known that most of the head injuries are occurring due to firearm, but other causes are also very important. This is Baron Guillaume first time identified, a French scientist in 1835, that concussion produces is different thing between concussion and unconsciousness associated with brain contusion. So we still feel that this concussive head injury is quite different. And the basic reason is that when we have a concussive head injury, the brain rotates inside the cranium and resulting in severe damage. Often the other side of the brain is much more affected than the region that got the direct impact. So we developed this model long ago where this 114.6 gram weight is dropped over the skull and produces an impact of 0.224 Newton. In our hand, this is quite reproducible. And you can see here that right side impact produces much more damage in the left side, and that is also a part validate our theory of the counter-coup injury. We also tested at electron microscopy, and we see the same thing. The contralateral side get much more damaged, water-laden fluids you can see here, so it confirms. Of course, we are using cerebrolysin because not a single factor in any kind of traumatic brain injury or any insult, a stroke, can repair these things. So in one way, we are fortunate enough because this is clinically available, and it is produced in Austria, and there are also clinical trials are going in the United States. So this is well accepted drug, and it has different functions, multimodal drug. And we did some primary experiments, including nanowires. So we thought that why not, we should also label some Chinese drugs to nanowires and then try to see what is happening. So this is a celery, Chinese celery, that is well known in hypertension, and also there are some reports that they are being treated in Alzheimer's disease. So when we started our work 4 years ago, the Chinese government, they wanted to study with concussive head injury. We have also other models, but I'm showing some results. And we were very happy that in 2014, this came accepted as one of the innovations. And this was the technological summary, and we were happy that it is accepted by US National Innovation Summit. And this was also in Technical Innovation Highlights in 2015. There are also nano delivery of cerebrolysin was also one of the highlights in 2015. My point is that nano delivery of drugs is gradually being well accepted, and other kinetics are also being worked. So it could be a standard therapy. So we used this Chinese drug and then given in concussive head injury and tried to study blood-brain barrier, edema, and cell changes in this model. So the method was produced and brain pathology was done in 4 and 24 hours. We have some limitations in animal survival, so that's why at the moment we are focusing on 48 hours. And this is clinically also good because as soon as the injury occurs, medications should be given to stop the pathophysiological consequences. We hope that sometime, somewhere, we have longer time treatment available. So the basic thing is here, this is control, this is 12 hour and 24 hour. And leakage of blood-brain barrier by Evans blue and iodine, and you can see that this is gradually increase the permeability of Evans blue and radioiodine. When we have given 60 milligram the Chinese drug, you can see that the leakage is substantially reduced, but not as good as control. But when we have given this even 40 milligram level with nanowire, we have much more better reduction. The same thing happens with brain water. It is progressively increased, and this nano delivered medicine is much more better. Brain swelling is also reduced, and neuronal injury, the count of damaged cells were also significantly reduced. This is an example showing histological changes. This is 24 hours left and right, and 60 milligram drug alone is doing some betterment than the untreated group, but the nanowire was much more better in both arms. This is the example showing, this is a different experimental type, a gradual increase of permeability and edema, and they were reduced. When we have given nanowire therapy, you can see that 8 hour, 12 hour, 24 hour, there is significant reduction in the leakage. So what we can see that nanowire delivery of a small amount, 40 milligram, is quite efficient up to 12 hour and 24 hour in our hand. And we have not studied that what will happen after 1 week, but that is another point to investigate. And what we believe that the pathological changes are largely due to leakage of blood-brain barrier and formation of brain edema. So the study is being reproduced, and we are studying another factors like behavioral anomalies and also other markers. And this is our team here. This was in 2013 we did, and we are also collaborating with Elite Armed Force Road Military Hospital, and in this aspect, and more results will come in future. This is our supporters, collaborators, and I'll stop here for listening to you and question and comments. Thank you.
So Hari, I was wondering about the nanowires just by themselves. Was that one of your groups that you looked at? Did you look at nanowires just by themselves?
Yes.
Yeah. And did you get some effect just with the nanowires by themselves, or not very much?
No, this is a very good question. Actually, the point is that we are also studying using PLG level things. The point is that just nano delivery will not make anything good. First point. The second point is that if you choose different varieties of drugs, so and just deliver with the identical either nanowire, PLG, or whatever it is, only good drugs will have the effects amplified. But those drugs are not good. They are not helping, even they are delivered through nanowire. So my point is that what is these nano delivery could help? That is rapid penetration into the brain, probably they are staying longer, a slow release, like microinfusion pump, something like that in the brain, and probably they are less destroyed by the endogenous enzymes. So these could be possibly, these are the aspects why nanodelivery works in our model in the brain. But still there are lots of things need to be investigated.
So one of your conclusions, I believe, was that it was having an effect on blood-brain barrier leakage, or
Yes.
decreasing leakage. And so what are some of the ways in which you evaluated the leakage of the blood-brain barrier? Which
First is biochemical measurement of Evans blue and radioiodine. The second thing at the cellular level, and the final proof is electron microscopy using lanthanum, where we can see that the leakage is reduced or enhanced.
Right.
So these are the models. And finally, we are also using endogenous leakage of albumin using immunohistochemistry. If there is breakdown, we don't need any exogenous stressor. The albumin can go in, and also it depends on the size. Because somebody used fibronectin, somebody used other proteins. So depending on the size, we are using albumin because it is connected with edema formation. And we can see that albumin leakage is quite significant.
So just one other quick question in that, for years now, there's been the importance of body temperature on the outcome from head trauma or from the ability of different agents to protect the nervous system.
Yeah.
Were you able to keep the body temperature consistent in your group so that you were looking mainly at the effects of these particular agents?
Definitely, when we control it, all the animals were allowed to recover, and 12 hours and 24 hours. And we have also studied the body temperature. And if the animals are anesthetized, of course, the body temperature can go down. And in that situation, it requires to be maintained.
Yeah.
And not only that, even external temperatures also influence the pathophysiological injury changes. I think that we are discussing later after the break.
I just had a complimentary question about, you looked at the nanowires as a transport mechanism. How about the same, any of these protective drugs, and looking at different transport mechanisms, dendrimers and the various nanoparticles, and see if there's a difference?
Yeah.
How did you get on that titanium?
Theoretically, this is one of the main questions. And at the moment, since these are so expensive at the moment to change because these nanowires is a US patent by Dr. Ryan Tian Group in Arkansas. So, they are helping us, contributing us in that way. And also, we are using PLG, the soft nanoparticles, with Giovanni Tosi in Italy, and they are contributing in that way, But in our hand, I have not get any collaboration with dendrimers and all other things, because they could be quite expensive at the moment for us. But this could be done when we have available resources to do that.
Any further questions? If not, all right, thank you very much.
So we're on the good hands of our excellent host. Who stimulate us intellectually as well as in good culinary field.